Hello and welcome back to the channel on what is a new video on testing Vespa forks. This goes for all forks that are made, not only Vespa but Lambretta as well, but you'd have to do the two legs because there's two legs here either side of the wheel. What you basically do is put your forks into a vise like I've got, level them up. I'll just move that around, find it so that the bubble is level, and then go on the top, and you're looking for the same level there. That's spot on. So these forks are good. Also, what I've done with these forks, they came with a scooter that I thought I'd have to use the forks, and they had tons of play here. The knuckle itself was moving that way, and what I've had to do is put a new pin and bearings in it. I bought a tool from SIP in Germany to do it, a manual tool. If I can locate that, I'll show you what it looks like. Here is a said tool from SIP. As you can see, it's quite a substantial tool. It comes with loads of different pressing points which are designed to put the inner race in. It's a pin to put the bearings into the right level. These you have to knock in. Sorry, I didn't realise you couldn't see. So you've got a metal pin that goes through, that's press fitted by this. That's your first thing you do. Then you've got your bearings to go in, which they can't go in first because of the pin, otherwise you might damage the bearings putting the pin in. So you put your bearings either side in, and these little caps which hold it all from falling out, they're just preened in with a punch basically. So you're punching them in, and as you can see, I've got absolutely no play whatsoever in that. That's good to go again. It's still got its washer on here. That is actually a washer. If I've got a knife blade behind there, it'll come off. It's got rusty from sitting inside. I've got a metal shed and it's been raining in there, but I've managed to get the floor done over the winter. Hence why I've not been videoing for a little while. But these are genuine Piaggio. I've got the Piaggio mark on them there. I might sell these. I don't know yet. They're no good to me. I don't need another set of forks. So and they are as good as new, albeit that the bearing runners need a bit of wiping over. This here, the pin, you just get bearing races sitting on there. There's two bearings. If I can find the hub, or a hub I've got, this was a set of forks that my Grimmica disc brake, which I've got on my own PX, came from, and the reason why I bought the scooter, to be honest, because it was a Mark 1 Grimmica. So you tell the Mark 1 and the Mark 2. The Mark 2s follow on from the later PXs or PX range, which had discs fitted to it. The first Grimmica had like a dish disc, which would have been around when my scooter was new. So hence going for that one. I could have gone for the Mark 2 version, which is, it's basically could take any disc brake off. These are actually drum brake forks. The only difference between drum brake and disc brake are they've got that little hole. So that little hole there is where your brake cable comes out. You obviously wouldn't have that. That would be blocked off. You can weld it, and I mean, you can see the forks are in good nick. They just need a rub down, and they're good spray and they're good to use. These here, which seal up, stop water getting into your bearings, you can just nick them with a knife and use some super glue on them when you put them back in again. If you can get enough warmth into them, I would say, like a hot air gun, you could probably preen them out of the way. That's how they go on in the first place. But these have been on for probably about 2 years now when I rebuilt these forks. As you can see, they're perfect, to be honest with you. They're as would have come out the factory brand new, so there's absolutely no play. The only play you've got is on the bearings, which are smooth, really smooth. Let's move that out of the way again. I would imagine that they would loosen up over time. You know, they are smooth. They do move of their own accord. With the PX, you've got the drum, and then you've got on here the mudguard point, and on the top you've got your mudguard points. Then you've got your on the top you get a bracket which goes on your suspension leg, so that this acts on the suspension. So you're working against the suspension. It normally looks about like that. And I'll say it's got a bit of surface rust from just sitting around, but they are as good as a new set of forks, and as we've just proved, they are dead level. You know, and put there you go. You've got to try and not put the bubble on the end, because it's got just a bit of a knuckle. See, that's perfect. So they've not been bashed or anything. I mean, they are quite substantial forks, but that's basically what a fork, what you need, or a couple of ton press, I would say. Hydraulic press would do the same job, but the only problem you've got is trying to get the bearings lined up. At least with that tool, it has got the proper pressings for doing that. So now you know how to test Vespa forks. You basically leveling, make sure that part's level in your vise, and then check that part's level. You can put it around a bit more, but it doesn't really make any difference. I don't know if you can actually see how level they are. You know, you can normally look down and see that they're level, but you can turn it around and check they haven't been bashed either side. But again, I can't see how, if they're bashed at all, they'll be out of true in anywhere you measured it. This actual dust cover as well is fitted to virtually every Vespa scooter ever made, right back to the GS. So if you've got spare ones of them, keep them. If you rebuild a lot of scooters. But that'll do for this video anyway. I'm just going to put the forks away, and I've got another quick discussion about engines.